What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another evening of 30 NSG. On tonight's episode, we're going to be playing some... Sarge was going to join me, but he had other plans and forgot it was Wednesday and that we play Division, so he will not be joining us. So I'm just going to go around and we're going to play some, just to level up my season pass. We're level 85. We're going to try to finish it tonight. Besides that, we're going to talk about some of the PlayStation Showcase, but tomorrow morning we're going to go over the whole thing. I'm going to give you my complete thoughts, breakdown, if I was excited, wasn't excited about, but that's what we're going to do tomorrow morning for the PlayStation Showcase. And then we'll probably talk more about it tomorrow night for Generation X Gaming Podcast. Travis says, since I'm first here, and I'll go ahead and ask my question, and you can answer it on stream, but Foam Masters looks like Sony's versions of Splatoon. Is this proof that Sony wants today and instead having to worry about the game that they just have to pay to have their own version made? By which I mean, is this proof that when Activision Blizzard goes through, that Sony can be like, we don't have COD. Okay, let me break this down. Foam Masters 1 is basically a PlayStation 4 game. It's coming onto a PlayStation 5. It looks absolutely horrendous. It's just a market that someone might get in. They've been making games like that, right? Square's been making games like that. They did the roller skating one, the roller derby. They have these little games that come out. I don't think this is Sony's attempt to be like, we're going to lose Call of Duty, so we're going to make another game. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I know that you're using Foam Masters as a example, Travis, but I don't see that happening whatsoever. Right? They have Bungie. They bought Bungie. That's the answer to Call of Duty if and when Call of Duty is not ever taken away from them, because they said they're not taking it away from them. So that's not even part of the conversation. But are they going to make their own type of game? And that's what Matters is, or whatever the hell what was it called? Marathon. It was called Marathon. So Matters code name Marathon, whatever. Go on, Jesse Mac. PlayStation Showcase was very dope, and they showed Spider-Man 2 gameplay. I thought the show in general was a really good show as far as the way they did it. Right? Not the show itself, the way they did it. They just showed game after game after game after game after game for an hour straight. I thought that was fantastic. I give it an A+ for doing that. The showcase itself, what they showed, I give it a low B. Okay, I'll be honest with you. If Spider-Man wasn't there, this would be a really bad showcase. Okay? Because they showed the gameplay of Spider-Man at the end, it made the showcase a lot better. Go on, Jared. The Sony Showcase sucked balls, and now Xbox is going to look very good. Put a pin in that, Jared. We always say that you can't get worse, and maybe you can. Who knows? I mean, Splatoon looked horrendous as well, but that's also on a Nintendo game, though, Travis. It's a Nintendo game. It's a kid's game. Foam Masters looks like it looks terrible. Looks terrible. What's going on, Quintar? Sony Showcase was disappointment. It also would have been better if the game showcase hosted by Sony. Yeah, I don't know. I thought for sure. You know what? I don't want to say for sure, but what I'm saying, I thought they were going to show more first-party titles than anything else. It's their own showcase, right? Like, if all the other games that were on both Xbox and PlayStation, they could have shown, which they still are going to show their games again during the Summer Game Fest. So, for me, it was like fluff, right? There's at least 12 to 15 games they showed that are on all systems, right? And when I say all systems, I mean like PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And I feel like because they showed them, it made the event longer and really fluff to help out the whole event. Platform Blade looked awesome. Oh, Phantom Blade. Phantom Blade. Yeah, Phantom Blade looked cool. I'll tell you. You look at the trailer and tell me what you think. For which one, Jared? Which one looked like the Zelda clone? I don't know which one you're talking about. That one that was the plucky one. Is that what you're talking about? Foam Masters is a kid game as well, slated for E10 rating. Yeah, but did you see the girl that they had there? She was like I mean, it doesn't look like it's marketed to kids. Come on, Brain. Phantom Blade, Final Fantasy 16, Spider-Man 2. You already knew about Spider-Man. You already knew about Final Fantasy 16. Phantom Blade was the only new game that they showed, and it looked good. Oh, Towers of yeah. Oh, you're saying that looks like Breath of the Wild type of thing. I got you. All right. Let's go do some things here. Oh, they're almost there. We're not going to get that. They're almost at their location. Man, I'm missing all the things here. How do I miss all of these and Sarge gets them all? He just flies around the map. I'm looking for the treasure. Treasure? I watched Asmongold video of someone saying that Kings of Tears of the Kingdom basically stole the glider from Fortnite, and I was like, what is happening right now? I'm willing to bet Sarge has a guide up when he does it. No, he literally just looks at the map, sees a chest, and he starts, and then he goes for it. That's it. There's no guide. Makes me wonder if I just global settings, reset control points. They're already reset. Oh, there's one. There. Okay. Well, Jared, let's have a conversation though. Even if it is copied by them, right? Even if it is copied by them, what's the issue? Do you know what I mean? Like all games, shows, movies, they all wait a minute, where am I going? They all copy each other at some point, Like there's songs that are hit songs that literally copy other hit songs. Just a bit more original. I get you. I got you. What the fuck, dude? They just kept. Oh my god. Was that the group? Was that the Avium still looked right up your alley? I mean, the game looks good. It's not for me, I don't think.
Location guarded by hostiles.
Yeah, I said during the show, Brain, I was like, the AC games, man, I like fell off the wagon.
Civilians in distress.
Find cover.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Just you and you can't deal with us. You've really done it now. Can't deal with that many drones.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Yep. Wait a minute. Is there... Is another guy coming back this way?
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Hostiles guarding location nearby. Serious trauma
Jesus.
detected.
My gun is literally shooting this dude, and he still gets me.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Seriously?
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
One more guy.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Agent requesting backup. Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Is that it? There was 2 guys there, or 2 groups. Convoy. Convoy. Another one's leaving? Yeah, no Sarge. Sarge called me up. He's going to a movies. He got a date. He's got a date tonight. It got dark. Let's see what you said. 30, if you could go back in the era of time and just passive observer, what would you do? What would you want to see as a passive? Passive observer. I don't know. Just a passive observer. Like, I can't interact. Can I smell? And the reason I say that is I don't really want to go in the past because it had to smell like shit back then. No one showered. It would smell like a gaming convention, but like 1,000 times worse.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh my god. Get away from me.
Come for us, and you'll die.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
From where? These guys are celebrating before we even done anything yet. Who are these guys fighting?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
What the fuck, dude?
Agent killed. Backup request sent.
Where am I? I died up there. It's a cover shooter. I know, Brain. I know. I mean, I thought Spider-Man 2 looked awesome. But I'm biased because I like Spider-Man. So.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Making sure it says this is a cover shooter.
That all you got?
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
Where's this other guy coming from? All right. Now I gotta go back to the other one.
You are now group leader. You have been promoted to group leader. Another agent has joined your group.
Thanks for the backup. Helldivers 2 looked pretty good. I was confused though because I was like, was there a Helldivers 1? Stealth said the same thing when we were in the chat.
Hostiles guarding location nearby. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Go on, Krebsy.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles. Incoming hostiles detected.
Where the hell are they coming from?
Someone got spear armor?
Hostiles guarding location nearby. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
They're like way back here. I didn't even see what shot me.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Come on, David Rose. Spider-Man 2 looked amazing. Graphics were beautiful, and I can't wait to do all the symbiote moves. Samurai game looked fantastic. The Phantom Blade, right? Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, the Helldivers looked interesting. I like that. I mean, it's Starship Troopers, right?
Hostile control point identified. Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile.
More guys coming in.
Agent in need of backup. Hostiles joining location nearby.
Okay. Got lots of cases here. And as I say that, now we have none. Towards the end of the they went from a isometric third person for Divers 2. Oh, did they? I didn't know what the hell it was. I've never seen it, but then they went to a third person. I was like, oh, that looks pretty interesting. Oh, Marathon? I have no interest in Marathon whatsoever. That's an extraction game. That is Bungie's extraction game. That is Tarkov, but for Bungie. I have no interest in that. Can't wait to see what they do with the 2, but I like the looter shooter feel of the first one. Let's go on, Melrose. Yeah, I saw Bungie's thing, and I was like, yeah, I have no interest in it. I heard a stat. I was watching Kind of Funny Games earlier, and they were talking about how Sony's putting 60%. Maybe I've read this before, but he said it, and it brought it back up in my head. But they're taking 60% of their budget and putting it towards live service games, and I thought that was pretty interesting. A lot of those games, man, and it's not Sony, right? Just the people that are making those Marathon. What was that other one? That very first one they showed? Cash Grab? No, what was it called? What was that called? Cash something. It reminded me of when the trailer started. I thought it was like Watch Dogs. All those games, man, just look the same. All of them. Fair game. That's it, Krebsy. Right? They all just look the same. Marathon was part of the Halo prequel for Mac before Microsoft bought Bungie.
Reinforcements en route. Heavily armored hostile detected. Hostiles guarding location nearby. Incoming hostiles detected.
Now they're coming for us.
Detected. Near location. Guarded by hostiles.
Is there a guy in here?
Hostiles guarding location nearby. Heavily armored hostiles detected.
I just delete guys with the. I like how yellow bars die faster than red bars for me. Shooting at.
location guarded by hostiles. Supply room access unlocked.
Where's the supply room here? Oh, it's up. Bum, 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 bum. Somebody might be trying to find a COD replacement, but it's. I understand you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right? They don't need to find a replacement because it's not going anywhere, right? They're just looking for a replacement because they don't want the most popular game on the planet to get a percentage to go towards their, their opponents. Do you know what I mean? That's why they don't want it. It's weird, Krebsy, that a lot of the games that were shown at Sony, we already knew about a majority of them.
Hostiles guarding location nearby. Location guarded by hostiles.
Are there two guys there or one guy? I'm on.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Hostiles guarding location nearby. Access key detected.
Guys behind us? Come on, Eddie. Yeah, I think Final Fantasy looks good. I haven't played a Final Fantasy game in a hot minute.
Reinforcements incoming.
I think PlayStation will have another event later this year. My time frame is June to the end of September. Well, I don't think they're going to have one in June. I would say September, October for sure.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Gravsy, how about that GTA, huh? How about that leaked GTA stuff?
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Man, really?
Incoming backup request.
Guy's a great shot from down below. Now get out of here. Don't fucking revive him.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
My back, going for the guy.
Serious trauma detected.
You're wasting good medicine. Destroy that.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Won't last much longer. We lost one. Back off.
Vital signs critical.
I see the bastard.
Jesus.
Got you covered. Gonna wreck that thing. Calmly now. Calmly.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I love how they come shooting at you when you're like suppressing them.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
100 rounds left. $61.
What we do without you?
4 bullets left.
Is that it? Everyone okay?
Each one we kill makes us a little safer.
I like how that guy said each one we kill makes us a little safer. Yeah, tomorrow morning we'll cover we'll go over all the trailers, and I'll give you my thoughts
To a suite. Secure the area.
on everything, really.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
It have to be September. Drum up that hype leading into the fourth quarter. Right. I don't think it's June. Why would you have an event right at the end of May, right before June, and then have one in June?
What did we ever do to them? I don't know how much longer our supplies are gonna last.
After all June events wrap, Sony comes out and pulls an Xbox with Part 2 with the State of Play announcement. That's 80% me agreeing with you. Was like, this is why we don't believe all the leaks. I usually don't believe a lot of leaks. This is why I always say, take it with a grain of salt or whatnot. I mean, what I think is great. Hold on, let me bring this up. Where is it? Where is... happening right happening right now? Guys, hold them off.
Go check over there.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Where's that I can't find the leak. Oh, here it is. Here's the leak.
Gone.
Here's the leak from Reddit. Okay. What was supposed to be here was the Last of Us factions: Twisted Metal, Pragmatic, Resident Evil 4 VR, right? Snake Eater, Silent Hill 2, Mortal Kombat, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Disney Domination, Astro Conquest, Half-Life Alyx, DS2, Stellar Blade, Hades 2, Darkest Dungeon 2, Goodbye Volcano High, The Dishwasher Collection, I don't know what the fuck that is, The Ghost of Tale 2, Lost Souls Aside, Killzone, Ghost of Kamakuru, Helldivers 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Dark Tide. out of this list, I think we got, let's see, Spider-Man, Helldivers, Resident Evil. That was it. 3 of 20.
Taking my watch.
3 of 20.
Friendly supply convoy in proximity.
Right? What was the one I posted? I posted one. Was that in general game chat? I posted one a couple days ago. Go on, Kylo. That's a passing grade. Yeah, 3. If you're playing low score of golf.
Damn, this is boring.
I'll just see here. Old. Oh no.
This happened,
Relevant.
will happen around here.
I post too much stuff. It wasn't submitted.
Nothing much happening here.
I want to see what the one I posted if it was closer than than that one.
I wish we had a little excitement.
Oh, I think I'm getting closer. Okay. Here's the one I posted. Spider-Man 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, check. Stellar Blade, no. Silent Hill 2, no, right? The Last of Us multiplayer, no. Rise of Ronin, no. Final Fantasy Rebirth, no. Death Stranding 2, no. Lost Souls aside, no. Wolverine, no. Pragmatica, no. And Final Fantasy 16. So that's only 2. 2 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Boy, those leakers are so good. Man, so good. They give out so much good information. Now, don't get me wrong, right? This is the problem, right? This is the problem where you post something like this on Twitter and you show Spider-Man, Metal Gear, Silent Hill, multiplayer, Final Fantasy, Death Stranding, Wolverine, like you show all these things, everyone's like, dude, this is gonna be amazing. And then we get what we got. And you're like, derp-a-derp, derp-a-derp. This is going to be the death blow to Xbox, the best showcase ever for Sony. Right, Kylo? Right? Like everybody, and this is why I'm not a fanboy of one or the other. I just love games. Okay? Spider-Man's coming out. I bought a PlayStation 4 for the last Spider-Man. I'll probably buy a PlayStation for this Spider-Man. Okay? But if I just wait another year or two, I'm not in any kind of rush. I could just wait for it to come on PC. Save myself $500 for just playing that one game. right? But I'm gonna buy what I want when I want because I want to play that game. So Spider-Man 2 is the only game that I'm like interested in. Okay. Now Helldivers, PC or the PlayStation 5 Pro too. Right. I'll wait for the bundle for the Spider-Man during the holiday season, and get a PlayStation 5 Pro with the Spider-Man game. Right, and then I'll pick up a whole bunch of fantastic single player games that PlayStation's made. 3 years later, 4 years later, and get them on sale, and then have 5 or 6 fantastic single player games for PlayStation. Right? I still thought it was a fantastic showcase. I gave it a solid 8 out of 10. There was stuff not for me, of course, but you got to figure the showcase is not just specifically for you. Dave, I had nothing. I was going in looking for nothing. I think what they did, the actual showcase, how they did the showcase, phenomenal. Great. Game after game after game after game after game. But what they showed, it was pretty lackluster, right? Pretty lackluster. A lot of the games we already knew about, right? So I was going in, the only expectation I had was I thought it was going to be all like Sony's coming out swinging, going, look at all these games that are coming out for our system. And to me, they didn't sell that. They didn't sell that to me personally. I'm not saying it was a terrible showcase by any means. I wasn't hyped for it. I don't listen to leaks. I wasn't expecting much, maybe a little more, but not as much as other people thought. Yeah, I had no expectations. I thought it was funny, jokingly. I was like, where's Grand Theft Auto? I thought Grand Theft Auto 6 was showing up, right? Because people that drink the Kool-Aid want to believe these things, but yet evidence. Okay, evidence is what I go with. And Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar have never, ever have shown anything at any of the summer game fests, at any of the big events. They always do it themselves. They always launch it in September, October, right? February, whatever. They just drop it on a random Wednesday. They're like, hey, look at us. For such a long time without a showcase. Yeah, it's almost 2 years. 2 years. Wasn't it Sony's showcase last year that had horrible sound and production value? No, they didn't have one last year, Brain. It's been 2 years since the last one. The last showcase they had, okay, was when they showed the PlayStation 5. If you're talking about a state of play, or are you talking about an event like this? It's been 2 years since a big event like this. Like, this was their E3. This was their E3 showcase.
Nothing happened.
Take care of yourself, Agent.
It's time to face reality. Only the true sons are willing to do what needs to be done. There are others out there trying to pit you against us, telling you we're bad people. So the only bad people are those who sit idly by while the world tears itself apart. You think the division are really serving America? Don't fall for their lies. You're smarter than that.
Look at that John Elway arm over here.
Serve the common man. We are the real America. Friendly control point nearby. The true sons are coming for you. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. Either way, it's time to make a decision. Stand with us, or face the consequences. It's time to face reality. Only the true There are others out there trying to pit you against us, telling you we're bad people. But the only bad people are those who sit idly by while the world tears itself apart.
Access key detected.
Under heavy fire!
Progress halted.
Do you think the division are really serving? You're smarter than that. The True Sons are fighting to save this country, to serve the common man. We are the real Americans.
Progress resumed.
They showed one first-party game I'm interested in, and one third-party. That was it. What was the first-party one? Was it Spider-Man? And then you're talking about Final Fantasy.
Manual override required.
War zones. I thought I witnessed the very worst of human depravity. But this is something else. People killing each other without cause or reason. It's not human.
Leaked Nintendo will have Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Amiibo's Mario Origins game based on a movie, Animal Crossing Crossing Battlefield, GTA 5 under Enhanced Edition, Mario Ping Pong Brawl. This is a joke. Rockstar is just going to decide to change the Twitter profile picture to the pink logo, which is going to break the internet, and that's all they have to do to announce GTA 6. You ain't wrong, Kylo. You ain't wrong. Spider-Man 2 and Assassin's Creed. I don't know what it is about Assassin's Creed, man. I just can't get into it anymore. I feel like I have to play like the other ones to get back into it. I know I don't, but just to...
Reinforcements en route. Serious trauma detected.
Dude, I just got
Agent deceased.
destroyed. I wonder if the guys will come and revive me. I want to see if the green guys come and get me. It was some game event like this we're watching last year, and you were laughing. The sound in the show was so bad. That was 2 years. That was 2 years. It was 2 years ago, Brain. Was that last year? At least they showed extensive gameplay for Spider-Man. No release date. Yeah, I honestly thought they showed too much of Spider-Man. I thought they showed too much. I liked it, but I thought it was too much. Seriously, the green guy's not gonna come and save me? Okay.
Detected from the control point in proximity.
Like they just kept showing more and more, and I was like, yeah, you're showing a little too much. They could have showed a split second of Venom, and everyone would have lost their shit.
Jeez, this armor needs fixing. Yeah, yeah. Some cover! I can't see them! Engaging target! Reloading! That gun can turn things around!
Dude's right there. Get his ass.
Agent requesting backup.
Keep it there,
Friendly soldier.
Holy sh!
Move on their position. Take her down.
The dude's shooting me with the fucking shotgun from like all the way over there.
Cover me while I reload. Deploying frag.
Vital signs critical. Agent out of action.
Move position.
They're not gonna get me. Your ass better get me.
I've got your back.
Engaging. I'm pinned down. Help me out.
On me!
Heavily armored
they come out this door, I'm fucked. What the hell hit me?
Detected.
Is that it?
Detecting
God.
additional hostile contacts.
Get off of the goddamn gun. Jesus.
Got you covered. Morgan's gonna that kid. There! They're coming around the block. Get out of there! No! I had to run out. Morgan won't take another hit. Engaging target. Taking fire! We command of area! I'm on the cannon! Target's out of sight! Guess I need to use max.
Fucking gun.
I'm out.
Come on. Go. No. No. Goddamn medic.
I can see you, but
Agent
Oh,
down.
come on.
I've got your back. You're so screwed. Get in there. Don't stop till it's secure. How do you like this? Get the hell away! I've got you. How's that feel?
Fuck this guy. Oh my
Immediate medical
goodness.
assistance needed. Serious trauma.
What are we
detected.
talking about? Oh my god.
Not so clever now. Chew on this, asshole. You want to see what I can do?
Wow, there's just tons of people coming.
Charge! Take that, you piece of shit! Get the hell back! No shot here! Yeah! Take it out!
Are you kidding me? That dude has nothing left.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Lost one. I'll wipe it out.
Had to get rid of that medic.
That's a good fucker.
Serious trauma detected.
Damn. Enemy.
Another shot and I'm done.
Incoming. Get that gun firing. Coordinates on the perimeter. Opening up on them. Get off of me. Nowhere to hide. Get that. What the holy fuck?
Dude, this is fucking intense. What level was this? This had to be the higher level.
Pin down on the enemy fire. Grenade out. I'm reloading. Catch your cover. Fucking it's going down. Oh, damn it.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
For one guy left.
Come crack it
Jesus Christmas. I didn't think that was going to be that intense.
Supply room access unlocked.
It's a level 4? Yeah, okay. I was like, my God.
Let's get him! Couldn't have won that one without you, Agent.
Welcome.
Could you lend a hand? We're low on resource and need to get some more.
Guess I won't be using those season
Yeah.
tickets this fall.
Bungie coming out with Marathon, I am not interested in another extraction shooter. And I don't understand all these extraction shooters that are coming out. They're all jockeying for position, trying to, you know, trying to
Agent in need of backup.
make some sort of community there. There's so many. Are you talking about Assassin's Creed, Cujo?
Civilians in danger. Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, we stirred up a hornet's nest over here.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Got a hornet's nest over here.
Hostile supply convoy detected.
Going on line of sight.
Incoming hostiles detected.
For the hostiles.
It's an impressive weapon.
Something's glitched here. No?
Deploying boom! Gotta reload!
You want to see what I
Another guy?
Who's got spare ammo? Think we're helping?
Civilians in distress.
Move it to their flank. Come and get me. Someone's down. Help!
True Son's bounty.
Good work, everyone. You did good.
I just want to do the chests. Where's this one going? Going up there. I fast travel there. I don't think I'll get there in time. Maybe if I go there. Come on, Mo. I don't know. I don't know about an 8. I don't know about an 8. But to be fair, Mo, that's probably coming from Sony fan guys, right? And you're an Xbox fan guy. So like in 2 weeks when Xbox has theirs, you're probably gonna say yours is an 8. And it also might be a 3. I was disappointed they didn't show any gameplay or anything for Metal Gear.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
All right, we're at 91. Right there.
The meaning of righteousness has changed, and we cannot stand by and let dated ideals get in the way of progress. The true sons will give you something worth believing in. Join us to be part of something great.
Spider-Man alone made it above average? But how? You knew Spider-Man was going to be there.
Civilians in danger. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Hostiles detected.
I don't know how, and I'm a Spider-Man. I'm a Spider-Man fan, Dave. I don't understand how one game out of, what did they show? 30? It's like 32 games. They showed 32 games. Okay. 32 games, and one game makes that above average? They didn't show gameplay of Marathon. They didn't show gameplay of what's it called? Metal Gear Solid. Those were just trailers.
Who's next?
I'm not gonna give these fuckers the satisfaction of begging.
Going. It doesn't at all. We already knew Spider-Man was going to be there. It already takes away from it. Right, and that was the biggest thing there. Imagine if Spider-Man didn't show at the end. What game would have blown you away from that event?
Hostile broadcast detected.
We've all lost people we love. We've all endured suffering.
Oh, did it glitch out and they already moved? There's two up here. Yeah, but Dogma, Kylo, I've never played the first one. It's supposed to be a great game, right?
Hostiles.
That
Moving
that
location
game
nearby.
alone is not a wow factor.
You need to stop Black Tusk from obtaining
You know what I
the data
mean?
they're after from the vault.
Hostile control point identified.
Start enjoying the little time you
Oh God.
Holy shit!
Incoming hostiles detected.
He just ran out this door right next to me.
Wait till I
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Agent requesting backup. Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh shit.
Serious trauma detected. Hostile control point nearby.
Did we get both of them?
Our enemies want you to stop living life and build the city they want. But the hyenas, we tore up the rule book
Don't
all
forget
along.
Foam Star. Well, they're
If
they're
you
both
want freedom,
all events have
join
that game. You got to remember that not all the games that are there are
Detected.
for
Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
or for everybody, like for the whole player base, right? It's for kids and whatnot. But I understand what you're saying.
DC is no more. This is our chance to create the city we want. So let's show those motherfuckers.
What are the first party tasks doing at PlayStation? What about factions? Yeah, a lot of the games that were supposed to, and again, supposed to, I mean, it was a leak, right? But looking at the leak list,
This is a warning to
the Last of Us factions game, right? Twisted Metal. What's the other one? Another one, Ghost of Tsushima, right? Two people were talking about. Right? I don't know. I feel like I feel like they kind of undersold. I don't agree with that either, though. But they are in a completely different landscape, right? Like right now, Microsoft is being scrutinized left and right. They got to show up and they got to say something. Minimum right now, Mo, they have to do exactly what PlayStation just did and just drop game after game after game after game. No talk. I don't want an interview from a developer telling me how They put their blood, sweat, and tears into the thing. I just want to see games and gameplay. Just one after another, after another, after another.
Wait until I get my hands on you. Reload it. I'll give you cover.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
This is a warning to the division. Back the hell off before you get yourselves killed. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Progress resumed.
Hey, I was like, wait a minute, we're done with that?
Manual override required. Access key detected.
The campus is opening its doors. We have plenty of provisions to go around. If you need help, come to us. You don't have to be afraid anymore.
Okay. Maybe we can get there. Actually, they showed up this year already, but Redfall makes you forget that. Well, I always say, Mo, it's what have you done for me lately, right? And the last game that Microsoft put out was a banger, huh? The banger.
It's pretty cool that we can have
Hostile control point identified.
She knows what she's doing, and she will do great work there.
Smash that turret!
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Is it just me, or do you think Sony showcase it should showcase Sony's property? Thank you, Lurker. Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying. Like leading up to it, I was like, oh, I expect them to show me a whole bunch of Sony stuff. Like it's your own showcase.
Incoming hostiles detected.
God damn it, dude. They came up behind
Vital
me.
signs 0.
Ugh.
Cover me. Reloading. I want you back.
Have to find them.
They could be waiting.
I wouldn't say Xbox showed up this year. They showed ESO, DLC, Minecraft Legends, which is meh, Redfall, which is crap, Forza, without a release date, like Spider-Man. Only decent thing was Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, but do we put Hi-Fi Rush more on a pedestal because they didn't tell us anything about it? And it was just it was a shadow drop, though? Minecraft is average and for kids. Yeah, but that's you, Dave. The same thing you're saying right there is the same thing you said up above. Not all the games are for everybody, but I thought it was good overall, right? So regardless if Minecraft is for kids, it doesn't matter for the fan base, right? Like, you can't say that everything's not for you and then take a game that's not for you and then go, well, it doesn't really matter because it's for kids, right?
Hostile
That's
control point
hypocritical.
detected.
Right, because we had no expectations on it, Cresby. You know what I mean? See, you guys, a lot of you guys, I should say, not all of you guys, take a stance because you're biased to one or the other, right? I'm looking at the event as a whole. Not as a person who's playing on Xbox and I hate Sony, right? And not that I'm a Sony fan that I hate Xbox. I'm looking at Sony's show. What they did was like an A of the way the show was done. But the show itself, I would give it like a low B, right? High C, low B. If it wasn't for Spider-Man, it would be a definite like high C. Okay. Other than that, the games that they showed, majority of them are just kind of right? We already knew about most of them, and the other ones they showed weren't even their stuff, right? And I'll give Xbox shit for this as well, right? If you show us 30 games and 20 of them are not Xbox games, then you fail just as much as Sony does showing off games at your event, right? As a Sony person, I want to see games that are coming out for the system, right? For PlayStation fans to say, well, Xbox is failing because they have no games, and then be a Sony person and then look at the event and go, oh yeah, like what games are coming out that are first party title for you guys? You could give shit, right? You could give shit to Xbox or Microsoft for first party titles, but what did they show you right now that's first party title that's coming out? On a scale to 1 to 10, I give it a meh. Meh. look at this. Stealth put something earlier. Let me bring up this. Okay. So the games that they showed. Let me bring this up. All of these are on Xbox as well, right? And that's what Xbox is like. Hey, hold on a second. All those games that you just saw on PlayStation, 12 of them are coming to Xbox as well, right? So Immortals of Avium, Ghost Hunter, Marathon, Metal Gear Solid, Dogma, Alan Wake 2, Plucky Square, Teardown, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Nedva, Cat Quest, and Talos 2, right? Those are all shown at the PlayStation event, which I'm sure we'll see all these again at the Xbox event as well. Okay. Like, that's a lot of games. They showed, I think it was 32. I know, Kylo. Cat Quest looks amazing. Right? For Sony fans to look at the Xbox and go, oh, well, where's your first party titles? And then you have your event and you're like, all right, well, where's your first party titles? And they didn't have, which it's fall, which is fine, September, right? I think September, October is what it's going to be for Spider-Man. But they still don't have that locked down, right? And they're using that as the Apple, right? They're using that as the thing to entice people. It's coming. It's coming, right? And look, Spider-Man is a console-selling game. I know, because I bought one when it came out in 2018.
Hostile control point identified. Rogue agent detected.
No, where is he? I won't be able to get to that one. You know what? Insomniac is good. Will they release shit? And they still wait. Will till they release shit? I mean, I don't think Insomniac is gonna release shit. I don't think anyone's worried about. I don't think anyone's worried about that.
You need to stop Black Tusk from obtaining the data they're after from the vault.
I don't think anyone was worried about Spider-Man coming out bad. I don't even know why that's being brought up right now. Right, PlayStation fans, we already knew that Spider-Man was coming.
Hostile broadcast picked up. incoming.
Like, wouldn't you like just some hype of I don't know, Wolverine? A different snippet of Wolverine or something, you know?
Hostile broadcast detected.
Gotta get that. We gotta get that medic. There we go. That was a dumb move by them, climbing up a ladder with your back towards me. What in the hell is happening here?
Hostile broadcast picked up.
So guys behind me? Yeah, I killed a rat.
Hostile broadcast detected.
Frickin' medics, man. Another medic upstairs.
Serious trauma detected.
Stop shooting.
You're fucking dead, agent.
Hostile detected.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Get out of the window.
Medical assistance needed.
See him coming around the side. You're fucked now.
Serious trauma
hell's my backup?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
How's my backup?
Almost destroyed.
Getting attacked from all sides. I'll read the chat in a second. I'm in the middle of a shitstorm.
They're coming for me.
They're almost on me.
Get out of there!
Look at it go!
Your training.
Don't leave yourselves open.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Heavily armored hostile detected.
I'll cover.
Let me go.
Firing! Work! Timing!
Serious trauma detected.
Thanks for becoming a member. Hal Wickerson, thank you very much for the 2 months.
Gotta find the bastards.
I'll read your thing in just a second. Give me 1 second.
Changing mag. I'll wa-
Appreciate it. We dealt with them all.
Supply room access unlocked.
Hope streams have been going well. Been trying to stay caught up with the content while taking care of a newborn. Oh, nice, man. Congrats. Congrats on the newborn. You have a healthy baby girl or boy. Been there, done that. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. I'm not saying Spider-Man will be shit. I'm saying that the public will expect any decision Insomniac makes if they keep pumping out good games. One of them are shit. And then now, not showing Wolverine, Ghost of Tsushima 2, Last of Us Faction, etc., leads me to think a future Sony event will be coming into the next 3 to 4 months, especially since Bungie event is in August 22nd. Yeah, but why do you think they're holding their cards close to their chest, right? Think about this, right? Why are they holding their cards to their chest if they're the leaders
Hostiles guarding
of the
location
industry?
nearby.
What do they have to hide from? Right? What are they scared of? Do you know what I mean? This is just the first party. We'll still have a third-party games like Hogwarts Legacy, the PlayStation Marketing Association with them, with PlayStation exclusives like Final Fantasy 16.
Another watch, almost in the books.
Mo says, not talking to the wall, not just making sense. Let's not show shit for 2 years and then have a show that's supposed to show supposed to show shit, not show shit. Just wait 3 to 4 more months to show shit.
Location.
I don't know why they would hold everything close to the chest.
It is too quiet. Wish we had some.
So they can clap back at Activision Blizzard goes through. Yeah, but see, this is what I don't get, and maybe I'm getting confused, not because of you, Krebsy. Maybe I'm confused because what the market wants, right? Or when I say market, the consumers of Sony want, right?
Nothing moving out
They
there.
don't care that Activision Blizzard's getting bought. It's not a big deal. They're gonna move through. Now Sony made it a big deal because of Call of Duty, and basically Microsoft has put that to bed, saying you can have Call of Duty. We don't care about that, right? But they're fans, right? So their fans want games, but they're not going to show them games because they're waiting to see what Microsoft does
Guarding location
in a
nearby.
competition of consoles that they're not in a competition with. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense from a standpoint. I thought the showcase, Kyle, I thought it was the way they presented the games, that they just started the thing. He said, let's get to it, and they just game after game after game. I thought that was great. I give that an AA plus. But the games that they showed, I was confused because it's a PlayStation showcase. They haven't shown stuff in 2 years, right? They had state of games and stuff like that, but this is like the big showcase. And not all the games were PlayStation exclusives, right? Like first-party titles. Right? They haven't said anything about it. And then it was just like there was a couple of games in there, a couple of games that were pretty good, right? It's a numbers game. Like every 5 game or every 7 games you get like one game that you're interested in or whatever, right? That you might purchase.
Detected. Nearby
Right?
location.
And then you look at the
Guarded by
at the end you might
hostiles.
have like 3 games, 4 games, and you look at that and say oh, you know what? Out of those 3, 4 games, I might pick up 1 or 2. Right? Because the average person buys 2 to 3 games.
Something smells
Right.
delightfully horrible.
I wasn't impressed of what they showed. They had a lot of little games in there. Obviously not for me, but just like
Yeah, totally.
that they're going to be on Xbox, they're going to be on PC. I thought Sony was going to come out and be like, this is the reason why we are number 1, right? Because we're making games for PlayStation fans, and none of it was like really there. So I'm not saying the show was terrible. I'm personally a little confused by what PlayStation's doing by, if Krebsy's like he's saying that there's going to be another show, why wait? Why even make your event? It's not like you're showing up.
Hostiles. Guarding
So
location
why
nearby.
show your stuff on today? Why don't you wait until the 12th? Why don't you wait until the 15th? Why don't you let Microsoft go first so that way you can adjust your show? Like, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me. What are they worried about third place? They're the leader constantly looking back at third place. Mo, I don't get it. Plus hot games for fans because big bad Xbox. Their showcase is supposed to sell the consoles, right? Well, it will. That Spider-Man game will sell consoles for sure. For sure. As a leader should be doing. If a leader acts like there's no competition, then they'll be surpassed. Being methodical and planning for potential events is what keeps them in first. No. I 100%
Location
disagree with
guarded
that.
by hostiles.
being confident and putting your, pardon my French, your dick on the table and say, hey, this is what we got, and you showed great games, first party title games. That's why they're in first. Maybe they wanted to show some stuff before everything gets leaked. Yeah, I don't think you're defending it, Krebsy. I know you're here or there either. You're like me. Again, I'm from the outsider looking in, going, I don't understand what they're waiting for. Now, obviously, I had no expectations going in. All I was expecting is, Sony's gonna come out. They're gonna come out swinging with a lot of stuff, exclusives, first party titles, something. Nothing. They literally put the VR at the end of the showcase. I would have like put that after like the first 2-3 things, but they put it right before Spider-Man. I was just like, oh, I thought they were ending. I was like, wait a minute, is this all they're showing? Here, we only need Spider-Man, and we'll be fine. And how are their games? Great, because they are methodical and they release stuff when it's ready. But I'm not asking them to show me stuff that's releasing this year. I'm asking them to show me of this life cycle of PlayStation. But can we all admit that both consoles, because of the plague that happened, like they've been slow dripping the content. Speaking of slow drip, coffee here. Thank God it's iced coffee. Right? They haven't like brought out a lot of things. We're in the third year. We're in the third year of these games systems. Sure, we had Ragnarok and Forbidden West and Ratchet and Clank, right? What they have? 6 games, 7 games, I think, in 3 years. There might be more. The fanboys are so brainwashed; they're expecting whatever show they put out is marveled at. Yeah, I don't get it, Kylo. As a gamer looking at stuff, I'm going like, show me stuff. What do you got for me, right? Like right now, Spider-Man is the game that if I'll get a bundle if I have the money, and it comes out with a bundle, I'll pick it up, right? But then I'm like, once I'm done with that game, what am I buying? What am I playing? Why do I need a PlayStation? If you're a leader and third place is on the ropes or on their last chance, like others have claimed, this is where you put them down. Right, Cujo? I'm confused by it. Again, I don't think the showcase was absolute trash in any way, shape, or form. I think they showed some good stuff. I'm just confused on how Sony's doing their whole thing here. Like let me use a sports analogy as bowling here, okay? If I'm striking out, right, and those of you that don't bowl, when you knock down all the pins, and all of a sudden the guy in last place on the other team, I'm competing with it, and I'm destroying him, right? I don't let up. I keep throwing that ball down into the pocket, and I keep smashing those pins and make it completely gone, okay? I want to make sure that I'm in first and nobody else is going to come back for me. right? There's no way I'm losing. But for some reason, they're like, hey, I hit a couple of splits and I miss them, and I'm giving an opportunity here. Now here's how the Sony fanboys pretend to be like, well, Microsoft's not gonna do anything anyway. They're gonna, regardless. You shouldn't even give the opportunity for the other team to make a comeback and be like, oh, you see, like they're already killing themselves. They're shooting themselves in the foot. So much so that Phil Spencer is literally pissed. Can't take it anymore. That goes for both. Generation has been very lackluster. Right, Kylo? I'm not saying Xbox is fantastic, and I'm not saying, right? I'm saying both in this form, kind of lackluster. Microsoft more lackluster, right? Like as an Xbox, as I have an Xbox, I'm not selling my Xbox, right? I got too many games in the pipeline that I bought and stuff. Lost fallacy here. I don't want to get rid of my system, so I'm going to keep it. So I'm going to get a PlayStation, so then I can get games for that as well, right? I'm not trading my box in to get another box. Just wait for Spider-Man 2 to hit PC, and you pay $70. You get all the DLC with it. Right, Quintar. And that's another thing, right? Do I need to get the game day one? No. Not even as a streamer. I don't need to get that game as day one. I love the Spider-Man series. I love Spider-Man, and I love Miles Morales. I thought they were both phenomenal games. I can't wait to play Spider-Man 2. But do I need to get it day one? No. No. Well, I'll agree with you. With Microsoft messing up with Redfall, Sony had such an opportunity between Redfall and all the stuff that they've been doing. Microsoft is just in the trench, and Sony's just like, they like did a layup. I would have came in and did like the Air Jordan slam dunk break the backboard type of thing. Be like, this is why we're the leaders. It's like they're laying up for a reason. Whoever gave the green light for today's event shouldn't be allowed to touch the future events. Go on, Super Dave. Like, we all know. We all know, like, right now, Wolverine's going to come out next year or 2025. And it's going to probably be a phenomenal game because Insomniac has made phenomenal game after phenomenal game after phenomenal game. I don't want, and let me make this clear, right? Those are for all the systems, right? I don't want to get it. You know why I stopped playing Nintendo? You know why I stopped playing Nintendo? Not because they're kid games. Because I'm so tired of every time a system comes out, I get a Mario, I get a Metroid, I get a Zelda. Every time an Xbox comes out, I get a Gears, I get a Halo, I get a, you know what I mean? Every time a PlayStation comes out, I get a God of War, a Horizon Zero Dawn, an Uncharted, right? I'm tired of the same old. I want to see new, awesome games that feel amazing. A lot of the stuff they showed was that multiplayer extraction type stuff for Sony. I don't know what Microsoft's going to show. Okay. I want, and this is coming from a person that likes stories, right? I like story games. I get it. A lot of this stuff is not made for me, but man, am I tired of seeing the same old. I just know Sony has a lot of stuff in the works. And it should have been a 2 parts event. I mean, don't they all have a lot of stuff in the works? Right, Mo. Exactly. I heard a stat, Quintar. I don't know if you were here earlier. Kind of Funny Games is talking about it. Greg Miller said that they have. Was it Greg or was it the other guy? Said that they have 60%, okay, funding inside of all live service games. That's Sony across the board. They have 60% of their money going into making live service games. I'm gonna shut down my. We're done. We'll talk for a bit. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna go over basically the showcase. We're gonna go over the games that I thought looked cool. We're gonna show some trailers. We're gonna have a conversation tomorrow morning. I'm not done tonight, but that's what we're gonna do. We're having some tonight, but we're gonna have a bigger one tomorrow. Like I'm just so confused. Mini, what it is? It's a giant cup. Coffee. I heard that, and I thought I'd be like catching up with my backlog of games. What do you think of the earbuds? I mean, I called this a while ago, Dave. I talked about how they're going to get. I said they're going to put their games on PC. I was like, they have to. One, I said, when we all saw the Game Pass happen and the movement, and I said why Game Pass is doing what it did, and I said Sony has to do a bunch of things. I said they have to put their games on PC. They got to get a competition for Game Pass. And then I said they got to go into the mobile market, right? And that's what they're kind of doing. They have to move their games over to compete. They have to. Otherwise, even though Sony fans are like, we're number one, when the industry shifts, if you happen to be on this side of the industry when the industry shifts, and you might be number one over here, you might be obsolete in the next rendition. The third place Microsoft is like, yeah, we're third place over here. Let's we're okay. No one's below us, and we can't get above us, but let's jockey for position to get to that next industry for the tectonic plate shift of the industry. What's happening, right? So Microsoft is setting up, and Sony's like, holy shit, we're out of position. We were worried so much about doing this. Technology has changed, and now we have to shift over. So the earbuds and the mobile stuff, like, okay, great, cool. If you think Xbox has nothing coming, you're an idiot. But the reason I mentioned Sony is to do today is being about them and not Xbox. I just don't understand if they're number one, why they went easy. They went easy. They left the big fat softball there to hit. I don't think it was a handheld though, was it? Wasn't it a cell phone? Just in the controller, or is that a handheld? It is a handheld. Okay. I thought so. It's like a switch screen with the controller. I kind of tuned out at the end. I was driving a car at the time. Handheld device for streaming. A streaming handheld. Here's another thing, right? This is the same trick. This is why they do the PlayStation VR, and it's the same price as a PlayStation. How much is this? Do we know how much this is? This is another gaming system. right? This is another gaming system. Is it going to be priced as the same price as the PlayStation? Yeah, it looks like the Switch screen with the controllers like. So you can't use it unless you have a PlayStation 5. Is it $199? Do you know that price? Everyone's assuming. As an 8-inch screen, the buttons feature a dual sense wireless remote. Due to its remote play device. Ah, okay. I'm a little confused though, and here's the thing, right? And I get it. This is what they have to do because this is what they're in. They make money by selling games, okay, and selling consoles. Microsoft is making money by not selling systems and just selling a service. Okay. Sony needs to sell systems and peripherals and actual like substance stuff, tactile stuff to make the money, where Xbox literally just has to make a controller. I mean, it's interesting. It seems a little strange though. So you can't even play your games. You have to have a PlayStation. Is that true? You have to have a PlayStation? It said it in the fine print while being shown at the showcase. Yeah, the games needs to be installed on your PlayStation 5 to play them. That's just weird. That's just weird. I mean, 20% makes 80%. The PlayStation base, like no one's gonna buy that unless you're a PlayStation owner. And if you want to get that, you have to go in with the 500. Then you got to pay an additional whatever this is, 2 to 3 to 400 to get that. Interesting. I think Sony forgets some of their accessories are used on PC. I have a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 5 controllers for PC play. So if you don't have a PlayStation 5, you'll be paying $900 to play remote. Right. Right. You could buy a backbone, like $100 to save money. Plus, it does the same thing. But can you do that on your phone with PlayStation? I don't know. I'm asking, Kyle. Like right now, could I play my games on PlayStation with my iPhone? Another reason for today's lackluster event could be due to the PlayStation 5 Pro. Maybe a lot of first-party games are being developed for the Pro and its marketing, but the Pro isn't ready for the firm launch date. I mean, sure. I just think it's a little weird that if going back to what you were saying earlier, Krebsy, about a second showing. I mean, obviously, I think a state of play is going to happen, but a big event, I don't know. I don't know why you would hold them. Yes, you do it all the time. So right now, okay, so I want to go through this a little bit, Kyle. Why do we think that PlayStation? Because right now, if you could play your PlayStation on your iPhone or Android phone, why are they selling a streaming device instead of, you know what I mean? Like, If I could go buy a $99 backbone right now, hook it up to my cell phone, why do I need this device? Could say the same thing for Xbox. Doesn't show up at their event in 2 weeks. Maybe it's due to the Xbox Series XL. It's true, Kylo, right? I have no expectations. I have no expectations for Xbox's showcase. I don't. The only thing I want to see is gameplay of Fable. I'm trying to think of another game that's like a first party title that I'm interested in for Xbox that I want to see. Other than that, at this showcase this year, Summer Game Fest, I want to see Transformers, right? I want to see Transformers. I want to see what's the other one? I want to see a Battlefront 3. Okay? Like a tease, something. And I want to see a trailer of the other Star Wars Massive, right? Other than that, everything else I'll be like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I have no expectations for Xbox. I have none. Yeah, because I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking for Xbox. I'm looking for a game that's, gonna keep me entertained. What if Transformers at the Xbox show? Well, that'd be a double bonus. I mean, one, I already know it's on all the systems. But if they showed it at the Xbox showcase, great. I'm just excited for the Transformers to know more about the Transformers game. Yeah, there's no E3 this year. I want to see what I got coming to Game Pass. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X hardware now 4 or 5 years old. PC passed then 2 years ago. So it wouldn't surprise me if the PlayStation 5 Pro coming soon. I mean, I said we probably won't see that until what, next year? In the words of Denzel Washington, I'm putting cases on all you bitches. We shall remember. Gears has been lackluster ever since Epic gave up on the IP to Coalition. Yeah, but I'm not. This is what I'm saying. I'm not excited for. Right? Like, I know when Nintendo comes out with the next system, we're getting a Mario, we're getting a Zelda, we're getting a Metroid, we're getting a Sonic. Like, we're getting the same things. I know when PlayStation 6 comes out, we're getting a God of War, we're getting a Horizon, we're probably getting a Spider-Man. You know what I mean? We get the same things over and over and over. I want new things. I enjoyed Gears, but they need to go back to being dark. I enjoy it. I thought the last Gears was pretty good. Like the open world area was like God of War a little bit. I didn't think Gears. I didn't think what was it? Gears 5? Was it Gears 5? I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was. I know everyone gave it like shit or whatever. I thought it was good. Yeah, Gears 5. I thought it was great. Hmm. Comparing it to other Gears, not the best, but I thought it was a solid game. I didn't think the online portion was. I didn't like the game mode. Is it a hive bust? Is that what it is? We have to escape the thing. I mean, it's okay. I still like. We played it for a bit. Let me see how many hours I have in Gear. Yeah, we played 3 days worth, a half days worth, and most of that was multiplayer. Like we played a lot of multiplayer. I like the Gears multiplayer stuff that was going on, right? The old school type of stuff. I can't find the graph, but upcoming Sony IP 50% will be new. Well, when you find that, Krebsy, post that in Discord. And Krebsy, are you not a mod? I thought you were a mod in our Discord. 'Cause I know you always tell people to move their shit. Lately, console refreshes have been coming halfway through the console cycle. So it'll probably be next year for PlayStation 5 Pro and possibly Xbox Series XL. Yeah, that's what I figured, right? Because systems are like around the year 3, 4, they refresh them, and then they go until like the 7th year. By year 6, they're talking about the next console thing, right? I just want that's all I want. I want exciting games that I'm like looking forward to play. Like this year so far has been a good year, right? We got Hogwarts, got Jedi Fallen Order, or I'm sorry, Jedi Survivor, getting Diablo. Now, regardless if you're a fan, or if you had a version of buggy game or not, those are 3 games that I'm buying. I buy 3 to 4 games a year. I've already purchased my 4. I've already purchased my 4. So from now to the end of the year, I don't have to buy anything. We all do creatively out the door. You can just remake everything, make the same money. Right. This is why they do movies same way. Which brings up a good. I want to tell you guys a story real fast. My son today or yesterday watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in school because it's the last week of school, so they're just watching movie stuff because they read the books and now they're watching the movies. So he watched the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, right? And he came home yesterday, and I was like, "Well, what'd you think?" He's like, "Oh, I really liked it. I thought it was really cool." He's like, "I really like the guy who plays Willy Wonka." I was like, "Oh, cool." Today, we watched Charlie in the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp, and he came back today, and he's like, "Dad, we watched Charlie in the Chocolate Factory today." I go, "Oh, did you like it?" He goes, "No." He goes, "I hated it." He goes, "I give it a 0." And I'm like, "A 0?" I go, "It wasn't that bad." He's like, "No, I'm comparing it to the original." He's like, and mind you, my kid's 8 years old. Those of you that have met my son, you know that this is the way he talks. He's like, I'm comparing it to the original. He goes, I give a solid 8.5 to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I give a 0 to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's like, I don't like the guy who's Willy. Okay. He's like, he sounds like a girl and he looks like a girl. He's like, I did not like it. He goes, and the Oompa Loompas? He's like, what is that? Like, that's like nightmare fuel. I was like, nightmare fuel? What do you... So he was really upset. He's like, why did they have to remake it? Right? He's like, why do they have to remake it? So he's upset that they remade Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You see that they're redoing the color purple? I did. Why? I found the tweet. It's part of a 25 tweet thread showing a bunch of graphs about PlayStation in the future. Okay, did you post it? Okay. Expanding our IP increase. New IP investment. PlayStation Studios investment by IP. Okay. 20%, 40%, 50%. Okay. Expanding our IP. Now, 60% of their budget is going to live service games. So does that mean 60% of their budget is going to 50% of new IPs? Expanding beyond gaming. Movies, TV series. Okay. Fantastic. Beyond entertainment. Okay. Live service invests to capture category growth. Gaming industry add-on continues to represent a growth opportunity. Add-on content. Look at that number, dude. $17.4 billion in add-on content. Whew. PlayStation 5 investment by business model, 60%. This 60% is the live service. Live service growth, first-party monetization, and portfolio diversity. A more diverse first-party portfolio. Single-player game catalog. Okay. Live service game catalog. Optimizing live service portfolio. Release candidates and maximize publishing. Capacities on and off console. Scaling business profitability. Ongoing growth sustained by PC titles beyond fiscal year 2022. PC release date August 12th, 1.5 million sales. Good. Wonder how many people overlap. Wonder how many people have it for PlayStation and also bought it for PC. Mobile strategy established foundation for growth. Co-developing top IPs with industry leaders. Establishing internal capabilities. Building a world-class publishing team. Evolving and shaping our first-party portfolio. They're doing mobile now. Oh, here's a great sign. Here's a great sign. 2023, it says significant growth in PC and mobile title ratio within our portfolio, and PS4 doesn't exist anymore, which is good. Good. They're getting rid of it. Types of players. Increasing diversity in universe of genres and access points. Future growth of pillars. We didn't see anything from Blue Point. Right? We didn't see anything from them. Okay, what else we got here? Okay. Oh, there's a whole bunch more that we missed down here. Holy Christ. Christ. A lot of stuff. $12 months ago, we were faced with supply chains. Okay. Production and supply challenges have been resolved. Gaming category growth. Size by platform. C. By billions, huh? 41 billion. Mobile's 147. And console is 61. Here's what I'm amazed by. Okay. Here's where I'm amazed by. Console is 61 billion by 2026, right? There's a 42 billion right now. And yet PlayStation, and again, I agree with their business model right now as far as like putting God of War out or Spider-Man out, and then like 6 to 12 months later they put it on their streaming service type of thing or PC. I'm confused that you have a $42 billion market and you're not putting your games on PC sooner. I'm confused by that. Because they think that the majority of the people that have a PC, that play on PC, are going to go out and buy a PlayStation so they can play the games when they'll just wait. So then instead of waiting, maybe put them out earlier instead of later. Sony's giving us numbers and Xbox is here like, we don't show numbers. You just got to trust us. I mean, I don't like that model. I like seeing numbers. I bought the PlayStation 4 version and the PC version of Spider-Man. I wonder what percentage you are, though, Quintar. Like, how many people bought that? Speaking of numbers, I would love to see that number. How many people overlap? I'm amazed that Sony can give this data, but Microsoft and the data company with programs that help do like this Excel are just silent about the number. Well, one's $1 trillion company and one's $1 billion company. Leave for an hour, come back to death by PowerPoint. That's true, Mo. That's true. As a person that just wants to play games, why do you care what they make? Unless you're an investor, right? This is by billions as well. Console industry size by revenue type. Physical hardware is at 19 billion. 19 billion. Physical software is at 9 billion. Add-on content is at 12 billion. Digital full games at 9 billion. And subscriptions at 8 billion. It's projected, or I'm sorry, 10 billion. We're at the wrong one. It's projected to go up 2 billion. Meanwhile, add-on content's projected to go up 19 billion. Yeah, but these are not actual numbers. This is projection numbers, what they think is going to be, Krebsy. These are not actual factual numbers. Like, Xbox is in this number as well. Like, between subscription, digital, like, this is just... Right? So, technically, Xbox doesn't need to come out with a chart like this. More money should be equal better games? Oh, no. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. More money means more money in my pocket. Same type of game, if not less, for the consumer. Strongest gaming brand. I, what could this number be? What could this number be? PlayStation is blue. Brand B is red. Brand C is green. What could it be? I hope it projects. If they know what's happens in 24 to 26 months, then we have a bigger problem at someone Sony in time travel. That's all this is. This is all projection of based on the sales and numbers that they're what's the word, extrapolating. PlayStation games, amazing catalog, and more to come. Here's what people don't really talk about a lot about in the if I'm PlayStation, right? Well, let's take away if I'm brand A, okay, regardless of PlayStation. If I'm brand A, okay, and I'm the leader over B and C, where was it going with this? Give me a second. Oh, I would promote and say that we are the best, right? We need more time. We're only focusing on one system because we make the problem, we make the solution, right? We give we make ourselves feel more important because we're like, well, the reason we can give you the best game is because we're focused on one system, blah, blah, blah. Right? So you make people go, well, this is why we have better games, right? This is why they're charging the $70. This is why they're making the claims, and then we all fall for it. We're like, yeah, exactly why we need 70, right? Remember, they're making more percentage off of each game in the industry, right? There's no more boxes, right? It's literally 90% now, I believe. It's like 87, 90% are all games purchased digitally. Here, look at this. Great upcoming releases. We didn't see Wolverine. We didn't see Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I mean, we might see it at the Summer Game Fest, right? We didn't see Baldur's Gate. Great upcoming releases. Suicide Squad should get out of there. I don't know why that's in there. I don't know why that's in there. Lifetime value of PlayStation 4 users, $479. Okay, spent includes digital full game, new disc full game, add-on subscription, accessories exclude the spend on consoles itself, and secondhand disc. Accessories is yellow. Subscriptions is 52%. Add-ons is 210%. Jesus. And full game is 10%. So full game went down. Projected to ahead of PlayStation 4 on all key metrics by the end of fiscal year 2020. Okay. So let's talk this. This is fantastic for PlayStation. For every metric possible, they're going to outsell the PlayStation. But what's the saturation? Right? Is it 170, 180, 190 million, 200 million? I don't think we see a world where we see PlayStation selling like 350, 400 million units. You know what I mean? I don't see that happening in any world. I think the player base is what it is. And people that got a PlayStation 2 back in the day that didn't get a PlayStation 3 or didn't get a PlayStation 4 now are grown up and they have kids, they might get a PlayStation 5 or 6. I have multiple friends that are still with the older systems. If that's the PlayStation 3 or if it's the Xbox 360, they're still there. They haven't purchased a new system. They don't have time. These graphs are pulling me to sleep. All right. Later, Kylo. Pretty hard to buy games when they're all getting delayed and releasing broken. Also makes sense to buy add-ons for existing games that aren't broken. But the add-ons, doesn't matter if the game's broke or not. Hence why the model of Game Pass comes in, right? Put the game on Game Pass and then sell the add-ons later. Right? That graph that was showing the add-ons, 210%. And that's just from PlayStation. Trying to see what if anyone's saying anything. Spider-Man looked good, man. I just saw a clip again. Spider-Man looked good. I'm excited for that. Everyone's just showing clips of Spider-Man. Are you guys excited for Marathon, the extraction shooter from Bungie? Or how about Cade coming back? That was a 5-year payoff. When did he die? Was that 2015? Or was that 2016? Oh no, he died in 2018. 18. Yeah, 2018. Looked it up myself. Yeah. That's a 5-year thing. I said in 2018, I said, "Oh, they're just going to bring him back down the line." I was like, "They'll sell it to you." I hope that's not true. Are they selling you that expansion, or is that just an expansion that comes in? Doesn't matter because you don't know. Died. If you didn't play it back then, that's true. Can't play it anymore. Yeah, that's true. You can't play it anymore. I know too much? What do you mean you know too much? I'll have to find the episode. I'll have to find the episode that I talk about that Cade 6 will be back and they'll just sell it to you. I know too much why Cade is returning. I don't care story-wise. I just know he was coming back. Are they bringing him back because Lance Reddick died? I'm going to say that has a big part to do with it. Oh, look at this. People are already complaining. This is why Destiny 2 feels like shit right now. Devs rushing to end it while we're working to the next game. The season kind of has a bad start also. Don't understand the pressure.
Hello, what
He's
have
complaining.
we
He's
here?
complaining about the stuff. Country Kid, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate that. Trying to see if anything else is. I think that's it. Yeah, we'll talk more. I think tomorrow morning. What's going on, Travis? We just been talking about the PlayStation, showing some graphs and whatnot. When does the final shape come out? August 22nd. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, we'll go over the whole showcase. We're going to go over the trailers and whatnot that they showed tonight or this evening and give a whole rundown, and we'll have more of a conversation with more peeps tomorrow morning. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out as we played some Division 2 tonight and then talked about the showcase a little bit. Like I said, we'll talk more tomorrow morning. Make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't hit the like button, if you'd like to go above and beyond that, hit the subscribe button. If you have hit the subscribe button, you want to go above and beyond more of that, you can become a member as little as $5. This is a leak. So spoilers. Cade isn't back alive. It's a projection from within the Traveler itself. So think the Traveler as a Shadowland. Oh, yeah, sure. But regardless, he's still back. Because in the trailer, he says, I don't know where we are or what this place is. Review of the meh showcase. That's right. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good night. Peace.